Total Produce is a PLC. It mainly provides fresh fruit and vegetables to the secondary wholesalers, but it also has an import division down in London which supports a lot of the supermarkets, so I have individual growers and people that would support Total Produce in terms of the network of supply. So it is predominantly managing supply. Where we are today is a traditional wholesale market, which is probably the backbone of Total Produce. Printing reports, referring back to notes, the typical things that you would have with a paper-based audit or using Excel to manage audits, and which I did. They still had to be written up. You wouldn't have had time to do that on the type of environment that we're about to go and see. So that was a particular issue. I wanted something that gave an instant report, so as I left the site had things to work with straight away. I would disappear from site and they would have a 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes even a month, depending on what the workload was. Because of that, they wait a month for a report, and by that time the impetus maybe have gone on some of the key points. So there was certainly a pinch point keeping impetus going, referring back to notes. Anybody who see my writing would probably understand that it's best to have something in type. So that's been the pinch points in the past. So the uploading of files and bringing pictures on, for me they paint 1,000 words. I can instantly highlight an issue or an improvement and make a big thing out about it, and people do focus in on those pictures, and that is the way forward with it. To have the ability to do that, and it is so quick on the phone. There are quite a lot of features because it's such a vast program. Firstly, you can set the question sets how you want to set the question sets. They can be shaped, they can be weighted. I like the ability to be able to shut it down and come back to it. So that has really good benefits to me in an audit, because I can shut down the system and talk informally with it. That phone is a very good unobtrusive tool to use during the audit. So if you walk around with a clipboard or you walk around with a tablet, especially in the environments that I walk around in, it's quite an obtrusive piece of kit. It is saying to people, I'm going to record what you say, we're going to put that down in your audit, and some people can be a little bit cagey with that, so particularly if you're speaking to employees rather than management, so you're speaking to guys on the ground. Why are you coming around with a tablet? Coming around with a phone and occasionally making notes on your phone, you see that so often where people are tapping away on phones, and it actually isn't unobtrusive, and it's quite a useful tool to have around. I like the way that I can use it. I've used it on my Apple device, I've used it on Android, I've used it on my PC, and I've used it on Microsoft. The biggest advantage of all, of course, obviously I said it's one of my pinch points on any previous paper-based system, is when I walk away from here, they've got a report. It does answer the problems that we've got, and we're quite a diverse business. We've got lots of different sites around the UK, and they are very much all different. So because of that flexibility, I do think that it would sit quite well on any type of business for a number of different purposes. I would certainly recommend it, A, because it does work, and B, because of the support that goes behind it. I would recommend it because I think it's adaptable. I think it could be used in all sorts of industries, much more complex than ours, with a high degree of risk, because it will enable that quick management of it. And if they've got the infrastructure, I think a lot of those sort of petrochemical companies, universities, people with diverse set of risks will be able to manage that using Power Evaluate quite well.